Hello, a very warm welcome back to Petrolblog's Rubbish YouTube channel. I hope you're well. It's been a while, etc., etc. I say warm, but actually it's -2 out there today, which is why I'm sat at my desk rather than inside the Camry or wandering around the fleet or trying to make polite conversation with the goats. But the fact is, Petrolblog's Rubbish YouTube channel is back for 2024. But rather than sort of fly straight into fleet updates or random waffle or whatever, I just thought I'd do a line in the sand to say I'm back, or the channel's back. Basically, I mean, I keep this short because these channel updates, unless you've got tens of thousands of subscribers, these kind of get lost in the ether. And actually, I'm not chasing tens of thousands of subscribers. It's just really humbling and quite surprising to know that there are several of you who have been in touch to request or demand or whatever that the channel returns in 2024. Actually, somebody over Christmas or just before Christmas dropped me a line and said, I think you need to accept that there are people out there who like what you do. So therefore, even if you're appealing to a small audience, that audience appreciates you. So you should be making content in the new year. And that was quite humbling to hear. And it kind of mirrored what somebody said to me in the summer on the rare occasion where I ventured out. And my son and I went to the festival, The Unexceptional, in the Safrans. And somebody said that you're one of my favourite channels. And it's nice to hear that. I'll never accept it. I'll never accept that the channel is anything other than rubbish or Petrolblog's anything other than mediocre. But actually, it's really nice to hear positive feedback because there's a lot of negativity in the world, isn't there? So for all three of you who like the channel, we're back. The reason why things were so quiet on the channel last year is, well, there's multiple reasons. Three reasons, I guess, really. One is the amount of freelance work I was asked to do, which was kind of linked into how much building work we had to do. We started a building project 2 years ago almost, but anyone that's done a project like that will know, or even if you've watched Grand Designs, you'll know that these things always overrun. And three things tend to happen. It always ends up in a divorce or a baby, or you run out of money. And apologies to Mr. Meatloaf, but only 1 out of 3 ain't bad because I'm still married. There are no more babies on the way, I don't think. It's just the money that's too tight to mention. Was that a cover version? That was quite a good song, wasn't it? That was when Simply Red were good. I always hated that Fairground song. When that goes on the radio, I always turn it off. It's one of those songs that I just reach for the off button when it comes on the radio. And wasn't there a Jag? Was it an XK120? I can't remember. There was a Jag in the video. And the thing that stood out for me was, I think it said Jaguar Owners Club sticker in the corner of the screen. Again, I could be completely imagining that. But God, this has turned into a waffling podcast. There's an idea for 2024, that because everybody else has got a podcast, so maybe Petrolblog should not have one. Anyway, yes, so building work, which led to doing more freelance work, which meant 12, 15-hour days, which meant that Petrolblog just had to take a back seat, because if I was going to come back to Petrolblog, it has to be when I've got time, and I've got time to devote to it. I hate doing half-job Harrys. It's got to be a proper job. And I suppose the other thing is Classic Retro Modern magazine. Even though the mag went bi-monthly at some point in 2023, I think it was the spring, summer, it's still a lot of work to put that mag together, especially now I'm the editor, which is a title that I don't deserve, and a role that I'm someone far better than me should be doing that role. But here I am, I'm in the editor's chair, 2 issues. 25 was my first issue, which coincidentally and purely by luck rather than anything else, it was the most successful issue to date from a retail perspective. So if you haven't bought a copy of 25, that's the one with the Audi V8 with Will Beaumont's excellent words and Dean Smith's brilliant photography. And 26 is out now. That's got the GTA on the cover. It's also got my review of the Skoda Octavia VRS. And there's some really good stuff in there from Rich Duesberg and Richard Dredge and the like. So yeah, and Ben Hooper as well. Brilliant piece by Ben Hooper on his trip to Denmark in an Audi 80. Check that out if you get a chance. And obviously with the brilliant art direction from Roy McCarthy. If I end up talking about too many people, I'll end up worrying about who I've missed out. But basically, go and get a copy of issue 26. It's in the shops now, or you can buy it online. Well, since, and I don't know if it's since the last video, probably not, but certainly in the last 12 months, 7 cars have left the fleet, which is surprising, disappointing. I actually made money on 2 of them, maybe 3 of them actually. There's a reason why the Laguna made money. But 7 cars have left the fleet. We're left with 13 on the fleet at the moment, although 1 could be joining us this weekend. The other big news, I say big, I mean big in inverted commas, is it's the Camry's MOT this week. And yes, surprisingly, if you followed this channel for a while, you would have thought that the Camry should have been turned into baked bean cans by now, with the engine ripped out, with its heart ripped out and ready for a transplant into the Adam White MR2. It hasn't happened yet for various reasons, which I'll come on to when we talk about the Camry video. But the Camry's got what could be its final MOT this week. I've been prepping it over the weekend. I hinted a couple of things on the Instagram story. But I really hope it passes. I really want it to live another day. And if it does live for another day, we'll be doing an epic drive in that at some point. The other thing is, although the channel's been dormant, the website, the blog, Petrolblog, which is now in its 14th year, which is just crazy, has had a new lick of paint. Go and check it out. There's been some new stuff put on there. Big thanks to Martin Spain for doing the design work. The building of the website, and Roy for doing the design work, the initial design work. Really pleased how it looks. No longer a WordPress site, which is fantastic because I got really sick and tired of WordPress. Really lovely site to work with. Go and check it out. There's not much on there yet, but there will be. There's also a garage section, which has got sort of brief updates on all the cars on the fleet, as long as kind of a stream, which is my stream of consciousness, if you like, which I'll be updating throughout 2024. The other thing is there's now a new shop where you can buy, it's basically stickers at the moment, you know, French tat stickers, tomfoolery stickers, what else? Too good to scrap stickers. My other car's a green woodpecker. No, we haven't come up with that one yet, but that might be coming soon. My car's a goat. My car is the goat. And also Club Petrolblog. And weirdly, I think it's literally 4 people have asked if they can get a new Club Petrolblog membership. So they're on the site. If you want to buy a new sticker, if you want to join up, please do. Just go via petrolblog.com and the link's at the top right. This all sounds a bit promotional and spammy, so I'm going to stop with all that nonsense. But the fact is, Petrolblog's coming back. Many thanks if you're still there. Obviously, this is the point where a new video uploads, and then the people who are still subscribed but really wish they weren't drop, and I drop the subscriber count by a few hundred, and that's fine. Like I say, I'm not chasing numbers. It's just nice to know there's a few people out there who like what I do. That's it. 10 minutes of waffle, probably the shortest video I do this year. That's it. Happy New Year. Thanks for being there, and stay safe.